A new year means brand new games releasing on your favourite consoles. Whether you want to revisit old favourites that have been reloaded, maybe there's a series you really like the look of, but you want to know a little bit more before you go out and buy it. We're going to break down the top 10 games that you will want to pick up in 2024. I'm Adam from Total Cards, and I'm going to be going through a variety of different games that are perfect for beginners and gaming gods alike. Of course, not every game on this list will be for everybody, but we're hoping there'll be one or two that you'll like the look of. As always, you can find these games linked in our description and available to pre-order over at totalcards.net. So without further ado, let's see what games you should be picking up in 2024. To kick off our list, we've got the latest entry in gaming classic The Prince of Persia with The Lost Crown. In this brilliant tribute to the side-scrolling original from 1989, you use your time powers and combat skills to unleash deadly attacks on time-corrupted enemies and mythological creatures. This game changes the Prince of Persia series dramatically, as the character you're playing as is not in fact the Prince of Persia. In The Lost Crown, you play as Sargon, one of the 7 legendary Persian warriors called the Immortals, and is out to save Prince Ghassan. You'll be expected to solve puzzles in your journey to find treasures, whilst completing quests to learn more about the corrupted Mount Quaff. Kaif? Its side-scrolling action and refreshing artistic direction really makes this game pop. And with 60 frames per second on all consoles, we are seeing this game being a really strong start to 2024, when it releases on January 18th for PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Nintendo Switch and Xbox. Next on our list, we've got Tekken 8, the brand new entry in the legendary Tekken franchise, bringing the fight to a new generation. The Tekken arcade game from 1994 has long changed, with 32 redesigns, unique fighters, and introducing the all-new heat system to crush your opponents. Tekken 8 continues one of the longest running gaming storylines, featuring the father and son grudge matches that made the series so memorable. After defeating his father, Heihachi Mishima, Kazuya continues his conquest for global domination. The game includes a variety of brand new single player content, such as the new arcade quest mode, teaching players who are new to the series the basic mechanics as well as some new ones. You also get to customise your own character in arcade mode as well as its own unique storyline. The gameplay is still as fun as ever with brand new mechanic heat system, giving the players the ability to harness aggressive as a tactic and incorporate offensive attacks into their playstyle. Heat system has special movements and character abilities based on each character's unique features. We can also look forward to series staples such as Rajar also featuring in this game. We cannot wait to see what Tekken 8 has in store for us when the launch edition releases on January 26th for PlayStation 5 and Xbox. Releasing on the same day as Tekken 8, we are also looking forward to Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth. Another game based on an iconic franchise, Infinite Wealth is the latest entry in the famous Yakuza series. Filled with fast-paced RPG battles with tongue-in-cheek action, this new game will not disappoint long-time fans. Adapt your party's skills to the situation with outlandish jobs and customizations to strategically subdue enemies with over-the-top moves. There's plenty to do in the game as you explore what Hawaii has to offer, with a huge mix of side quests and activities to enjoy at your leisure. This is a great place for new players of the Yakuza series to start, as it'll give you a good look at what the series has to offer, whilst giving you some stunning and colourful visuals. After being nominated for the 2023 Game Awards Most Anticipated Game, why not pre-order Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth for yourself for PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5 or Xbox, and make sure to come back here and let us know your thoughts on the game. The next game on this list has fans all over the globe hyped, and it's a remake of the genre-defining game Persona 3 with Persona 3 Reload. First released in 2006, Persona 3 shook up how the Persona games looked, going from the traditional top-down RPG to the fully 3D immersive environments we know today. Step into the shoes of a transfer student thrust into unexpected fate when entering the hour hidden between one day and the next. Awaken an incredible power and chase the mysteries of the Dark Hour. Fight for your friends and leave a mark on their memories forever. The game takes the iconic yet outdated visuals of the original and makes them look incredible while still bringing that warmth and charm that the original had. If you're looking for a game with a great story and cutting-edge turn-based playstyle, then this is a good opportunity to get into the series. The core of the game is to wisely choose how you spend your daytime activities on Port Island, like building strong relationships with your companions and teammates or getting experience from classes, to better your experience in the dark hour to fight off hordes of shadows. You'll learn how to pick and choose from a variety of personas in your arsenal to take down shadows with addictive mechanics that just feel great. We'll leave some of the bigger storylines for you to discover for yourself when Persona 3 Reload releases the 2nd of February for PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5 and Xbox. We've waited a really long time for this one, but we cannot wait to race around the open world of Metropolis in Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. From the creators of the infamous Batman Arkham series, Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League is a genre-defining third-person action shooter, where the ultimate band of misfits must do the impossible to save the world. Kill the Justice League. The team is built up of the most iconic villains from the DC roster, including Harley Quinn, Deadshot, Captain Boomerang and the imposing King Shark. Having such a wide variety of characters will really let players get a hang of the different mechanics and playstyles, gunplay, melee combat and even traversal, giving us the most out of this dynamic open world experience. As with the comics, this game will have the classic Suicide Squad comedic moments that draws fans to the franchise. For those wanting to experience the game on PS5, you'll be treated to the PS5's DualSense controllers, haptic feedback, and adaptive triggers, as well as 3D audio with the Pulse 3D wireless headset, taking the experience of soaring around Metropolis battling enemies to the next level. With the game having multiple pushbacks from last year, will this game be a saving grace or will the team fail? Find out for yourself when Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League Launch Edition releases 30th of January and the regular edition releases the 2nd of February for PlayStation 5 and Xbox. This next entry is a change from what we've already seen on this list, being a game that promises a unique martial arts styled combat system. That game is Biomutant, releasing for Nintendo Switch on the 14th of February. Biomutant is an open world, post-apocalyptic kung fu fable RPG, if that's not a mouthful enough, featuring some gorgeous creature and weapon designs, making you really feel every swing, stab and dodge. Its environmental storytelling is top-notch, letting players explore the vast open world to find parts to build the ultimate weapon. The game's branching storylines revolve around the Tree of Life, which is slowly getting gnawed away at, causing it to come under threat. You choose one of 6 tribes to ally with to either help the Tree of Life grow and thrive, or take advantage of this opportunity to grow your territory and power, which is a bit mean. Releasing soon on the Nintendo Switch and well after its original release, will this port be received well by players? We think it will and highly recommend to pre-order a copy to try out this unique gaming experience for yourself. The next release in 24 takes us to Jumpman Mario himself in the brand new Mario vs Donkey Kong. The age-old rivalry that heated up on Game Boy Advance reignites in Mario vs Donkey Kong on Nintendo Switch. Featuring all new graphics, solve all kinds of puzzles and test your platforming smarts as you try to recover the stolen mini Marios. Gameplay sees Mario navigate himself through fun puzzle rooms to obtain a key to a hidden mini Mario toy. The game also harks back to some traditional 2D Mario movesets, being perfect for old and new players alike. It's meant to be a little bit of light puzzle solving gameplay, and it's perfect for families with its local co-op feature. This could be handy in harder levels and might just shed some light on some new ways to get to your end goal. With its simple find the key, move on to the next level approach, you can't go wrong. And we can see this entry in the Super Mario games being a win when it arrives on Nintendo Switch on the 16th of February. Join Cloud, Barrett, Tifa, Aerith and Red 13 in standalone game Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Final Fantasy VII was the first in the series to get the 3D treatment, making way for how the Final Fantasy games push the boundaries of how other games were made. This game is the second part of a 3-part reimagining of the original game, which expands upon characters and locations from the original. Fans weren't sure whether this trilogy would stay truthful to the original or make major plot changes, but we're pleased that the remake had a great mix of both. Rebirth has the daunting task of picking up where the last part left off, with the gang hot on the heels of Sephiroth. The combat system is nearly identical to that in the first part, with feel-good actions where when your hits land they feel really good. We'll be treated to a new combat option in the form of the synergy system, allowing for multiple character combo attacks. Along with this we will see a secondary meter, which can be used when two characters have built up enough synergy gauge. Not only does this act as an additional limit break, but also looks amazing too, with combinations of your favourite characters teaming up to pull off some mind-blowing moves. We're really excited to explore the large pocket of new zones, expanding on what were relatively empty sections of the game in the original, turning them into fully immersive and explorable locations. Are you excited for the next chapter of this epic remake? Let us know in the comments, and do not forget to pick up Final Fantasy VII Rebirth when it releases for PS5 on the 29th of February. Heading back to the Mushroom Kingdom now, we are really excited to get our hands on Princess Peach Showtime. Princess Peach and friends arrive at the Sparkle Theatre to see a show when the Wicked, Grape and the Sour Bunch suddenly make their grand entrance and take centre stage. We haven't had a Peach-focused game since 2005 with Super Princess Peach, releasing on the Nintendo DS, so it's definitely a refreshing welcome for Mario Brothers fans. The gameplay centres around new character Stella, the theatre's guardian, and her ribbon that allows Peach to cut away through obstacles and small enemies. The main feature, however, is Peach's new transformations, allowing her to solve clues and fight off bad guys. The trailer shows off a few of these transformations, showing us the Sword Fighter Peach transformation, allowing her to swing through tough vines. We also get a glimpse at Detective Peach, allowing her to find hidden clues to solve puzzles. It takes a similar formula to Luigi's Mansion 3, where each level is a different theme, with different abilities and mechanics. One of the last transformations we saw was Patisserie Peach, having her create many different sweet treats in fun mini games. Definitely going to be a bright and colourful addition to the roster of Mario games releasing this year, and we can't wait to exploring Princess Peach Showtime when it releases for Nintendo Switch on the 22nd of March. The last game on this list hasn't actually got a set release date yet, but it will be releasing in the first half of 2024, which is why it's on this list. Kingdom Come Deliverance was hailed when it originally first came out for its hyper-realistic graphics and immersive gameplay. It's been a long time coming, as its original game released way back in 2018, but this is made up by the fact that this version is being labelled the Royal Edition. This version on the Nintendo Switch will include the base game as well as all the DLCs. You'll be living in the medieval era, smashing and bashing your way through Bohemia to shape the world's fate. Bringing this game to Switch will hopefully bring this brilliant gaming experience to the masses, with the ability to play the game on the go. With the first game being incredibly successful and genre-defining, we think that a sequel is probably inevitable, coming quite soon. So make sure to pick up this edition so you're not missing out. Well, that was our list of the top 10 video games that are releasing in the first half of 2024. As always, you can find every single game we've mentioned linked in the description below, so that you can pre-order a copy for yourself over at Total Cards. Make sure to check out our other gaming reviews over here, as well as some other really cool videos in the description below. Do you agree with our list, or do you think there's some games that you're really looking forward to in the first half of 2024 that we might have missed? Do let us know in the comments below, and thank you for watching. I'm Adam from Total Cards, and I will see you in the next video.